Hello everyone, and welcome back to part 2. So, it occurred to me that some of you might want to see my configuration in more detail. So here it is. As you can see, I call it HK+. The default action layer, it looks pretty standard like a gamepad, only obviously the joystick and ABXY buttons are not bound. I do use two action layers, which we'll get into more in a moment, but the right pad, or set to button pad, and I've had to adjust the radius and distance sliders. That way it kind of feels good for my fingers. If you were to download this configuration and apply it yourself, you would probably have to adjust those settings. And of course it requires click to off, so you can just touch it. For the left pad, I've got it set up as a D-pad. Of course requires click again to off, but I do have overlap there. The overlap I've left at the default though. Dead zone I decreased a few just to make it a little bit quicker in the response. Haptic set to high, click action is the same as any other joystick. In additional settings though, I've brought the outer ring radius back a little bit, and the outer ring binding applies a layer. So what that layer does, it's called return to center, and it empties out the D-pad altogether, and it leaves everything else the same. All of these use an empty binding, and then in the additional settings, the outer ring binding removes that layer, and of course the outer ring is inverted, so you have to go to the center to remove it as opposed to the outer. So why did I do that for this layer? Well, I've noticed that one of the problems with using the pad as a D-pad is muscle memory for regular gamepads. So because I would use the joystick a lot, my thumb's muscle memory is that I have to keep up constant pressure to keep the input going. But on the thumb pad, that leads to what I call thumb drift, where your thumb moves all the way to the outer edge, and that makes platform games difficult because then you're constantly doing overcorrections. So that layer is pretty much designed as training wheels to help me consciously keep my thumb a bit more centered while playing. So the other action layer is called Pogo, and it is toggled with the left grip, and what that does, if we go into it, it changes that so that the X button has two buttons on it, the D-pad down and the X button. And what that does is it basically automatically downstrikes all the time while you're in the air, and it makes pogo platforming a little bit easier. I may get rid of this layer altogether because I have noticed that with the touchpad it's much easier to downstrike using the touchpad as a D-pad as opposed to trying to use the joystick. I don't know why that is, but the touchpad seems to be easier in that regard, so I may not need that layer anymore at all. But that's pretty much all of my configuration when it finally lets me upload it, because I did modify a couple things recently. When it finally lets me upload it, I will have the configuration link in the description of the video. So, let's return to the game. Last time we left off, that's how much we've explored, and there's still a lot to go. So, for this video, I'm thinking probably get to the first boss, maybe a little bit beyond. But we'll fully explore everything else in the Forgotten Crossroads that we can for the moment without the need of power-ups first. So, alright, let's get to it. These fountains pretty much refill your soul meter, your white meter. Oops. And we can't get there yet. As we'll learn later, we need to power up to make it past that. Either there's just two different power-ups that will let you get there, but for now. Now all this is Geo. get in another area that we can't quite reach. Oops. Tried to pogo off of it. Oops. Yeah, my configuration, if you'll notice, that's why even though I'm touching the touchpad right in here, my character's not really doing anything. I have to kind of come back to the center. Oops. Jumped down a bit too far. Kinda sorta wanna come this way though, yeah. This way we're not gonna be able to travel completely, I believe. If I'm remembering the map correctly. Yeah. I don't need to hit that. It's a soul statue. Time for a boss fight. Yep, there we go. But that's not the end. That's kind of like the first boss. And as you saw, the strategy is pretty much just walk around, strike when you can. Not a really difficult boss at all. And we can't get up there yet.
Oh, tile.
Oro, you oof. You wield your nail like a club.
Oh, whoopa.
Sly.
¿Qué volen más? Divolen, mas. Divolen, mas.
Alright, no more dialogue from you, so I'll have to see you back in Dirtmouth. Oops. Door with an open slot. Yeah, it's a tram. We need a tram pass. Darn. There we go. It's kind of like the first pogo challenge you come across. Nope. Oops. Okay, this should be... I should have looped around at this point. Yeah, I've looped around. We will definitely insert 50 geo. The last stag. So it's a fast travel system. Let's go to Dirtmouth.
Akala, tono. Odolan, nato. Akala, tono.
First off, though,
Bapanada.
we want the compass. That'll make life easier for now.
Opum Sanjo. Opum Sanjo.
Okay, you've got nothing else to say for the moment.
Divolem, mas. Patmos, Gio.
Mass shard, you collect 4 of those and you get additional health. Vessel fragment, you collect 3 of those and you get an additional soul meter. Simple key, gathering swarm, stalwart shell. For now, let's go. Can't get gathering swarm yet, so that's really the biggest, most beneficial one at the moment. More time to recover after taking damage is very good. We're not going to buy anything for now.
Divolem, mas. Divolem, mas. Ecobus.
Alright, so we're done here now. Let's equip that, and now we can see our position on the map. Okay, so we've got one more area we can check out. Yeah, before we head over to the boss, we've got one more area here that we can check out. So let's go do that. Also, we need to go back to talk to Papa Fly. Or Papa. Papa Grub, rather, not Papa Fly. Now that we've saved more of those guys. Geo. That's the area that we need to explore, yeah. But first, we're gonna unlock that. And this area is dark. We can't really progress through here. Darn it. Almost didn't see that guy. Get our reward for saving his kids. Should have saved 3, 4. We've saved 4, so we should get 3. That's 2, 3. Yeah. That should be enough to buy a few more things. Oops. We're done buying stuff from her for the moment because we have this vendor open. This vendor's a little bit more important at the moment.
Patmos, Jill.
So we want Gathering Swarm. It's going to help us collect a lot of geo fast. That's all we can buy at the moment, so we're not going to worry about anything else. Oops. So we're going to de-equip that because we don't really need it. Equip that one. Actually, well, no, I'm not going to. Alright, time to go challenge the first real boss. Gruz Mother was kind of easy, but we're about to go face the real boss. The real first boss. There we go. This is another area that we can't get through just yet. We need an upgrade to get through that. Can't pogo through it because it's too narrow. Alright, time to take on the first boss. Oops, well, almost. Let's get back to full health. Alright. Darn it, there's one more guy. Kinda wanna wait for him. Now we can start with full soul. Alright. Darn it. That's the first boss defeated. Tons of geo. And we can't get up there yet. Alright, time to move on. So it's a shortcut, but we've got stuff to do up here first. So that's all of Forgotten Crossroads pretty much filled out. We've got a couple of areas that we still can't get to just yet, but that's okay. We'll get to them eventually. Again, this is a Metroidvania. You get powers ups, and then you can continue to backtrack and find new stuff.
Bueno, ni mea. Namino, namino. Namino, namino.
Yeah,
Namino,
yeah.
namino.
Alright, enough. I don't want to use it just yet, though. I need. There it is, though. Oops. Forgot about you. Roly poly. Oops. Darn it. I believe you need a power up to get up there. Oh, come on now. Oh, Jesus. There we go. Soul catcher.
Bueno, nin mehr.
Alright, so we got a spell, and that actually opens up a path for us. So, but that I will leave until next time. Thank you guys for watching.